Right, hello there. This is my third video today on Sunday the 12th of October 2025 at RHS Harlow Carr. So please like, share, subscribe and comment on this video if you enjoy these videos. And please go and watch my two other videos that I've shot of Harlow Carr in autumn in these beautiful autumn colours. So I'm back near the entrance, which is just over there, and this will probably be my last video. Just want to make sure I've covered as much of the gardens as possible and just taken in all this fantastic colour, all these lovely autumn colours that we've got here. So we can see we're kind of at the top of the rock garden here. As I said, the main entrance is just there, and the Bramall Learning Centre is just up there. It's around about 1:15 in the afternoon. The temperature is around about 15 Celsius, maybe 16 Celsius. So we're talking high 50s, possibly low 60s Fahrenheit. I just want to film parts of the garden that I think I might have missed on the two other videos. Summer Gold, Ace of Summer Gold. Now we've got the winter flowering heather colouring up nicely. In fact, some of it is beginning to flower already. So again, gardens in the UK never completely go to sleep. There is always something of interest to look at. Throughout the year. And it's when you get kind of purple and blue like that, or yellow and blue, that just get those lovely contrasts that I really, really love. Look at this, just beginning to colour up. Another week or two and it's going to be absolutely on fire. But as I've said in my other videos, I doubt I'll get back again this autumn because there's so many other places that I want to visit if the weather's fine. But I did want to get Harlow Carr, film it in every one of the 4 seasons. And here you've just got an absolutely stunning Cercis canadensis, which is absolutely stunning. Just look at that against the sky, against that beautiful blue sky, no filters needed. And that beautiful ace are just turning as well. Just absolutely glorious. Just look at that. Just superb. And then we've got a lovely ace of dissectum, just turning a lovely orange there behind. In fact, I might be able to get the sun through that if I just zoom in and just get the sun coming through that there. That is absolutely gorgeous. So nice. And then again we come to more aces, some euonymus as well. Yeah. think I've said all I need to say about euonymus. That's a pretty good thumbnail there. Again, just so many colours, so many shapes, patterns, textures, colours. It's just a feast for the eyes. That lovely grass there, just that lovely bit of yellow, and all the different reds and purples and oranges and blues. It's just fantastic. And again, euonymus again. Just look at that. Even in the shade, just look at the colour. Absolutely fantastic. And I've got this lovely pond here with lots of water lilies. Nice sunny seat over there. Again, we've got the metasequoia. That's yet to colour up. Again, I apologise if well, I don't really, because you can't get enough of this beauty actually. If I'm kind of going over old ground that I filmed in my other videos today. Oh, just look at that. Absolutely stunning. How beautiful is that? Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you can't get enough of this beauty, of all these wonderful colours. And this little azalea here is putting on a lovely show. That will get bigger, fill out that space, and then back to the old aconitifolium. Yep. I did come down here, didn't I? But I walked the other way. So now I'm going to go back up this way. Let's have a closer look at the stream here. The rock garden stream rather than the stream side area just behind me. Just look at that. Back to this stunning Sankokaku. Absolutely amazing tree, which I filmed. I certainly remember filming that on my other videos, but again, there's another image of that stunning Acer against the beautiful blue sky. So I'm going to walk back up to the top and then walk along the top, which is not something I was going to do, but there is still a lot in flower on the herbaceous borders. Just look at the autumn colour of this begonia here, Overture. As we look towards the visitor centre. There's a palmatum.
So it's a
Myrti. Lovely. Right. Yeah, let's just have a little look over here, because there's still a rose out here that I want to have a smell at. And it's Thomas à Becket, so it's a David Austin rose. Oh yes. Oh yeah, even in October, that is just fantastic. And oh, look at that Red Admiral there. On the Verbena bonariensis. Oops. It's just flown down to there. Absolutely delightful. Oh, there's another one there. There you go. And again, Verbena bonariensis will carry on right into November. So any kind of warm spell, butterflies will be out, the bees will be out, feeding up on that before they go into hibernation. And of course, Lady of Shalott has still got a few flowers on her. Though she needs a bit of deadheading. Oh yeah, nice little tea scent there. So again, I filmed this when I first came in on my first video. But again, it's interesting to see all this winter flowering heather now just beginning to come into flower. You just see the flowers beginning to kind of green up, and then over winter for 3-4 months maybe this will be a mass of purple and white and maybe a few pinks, etc. There's a Grisium there. Again, some lovely aces here. Ginkgo biloba, California sunset. Okay, that's a young one. That'll get to be quite a big tree, but it'll be a long time before it does. So again, just show you the map there. If you want to pause that and look at the map. A bit more information there on the Great Woodland Adventure Tree Trail. Let's have a look at some of these aces from up here. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, that looks like Prunus Royal Burgundy, but it doesn't look as good as mine that I planted in Sheffield. It might not be actually. No, it's Prunus Yutaka. So no, it's similar form, but the leaves aren't as purple as Royal Burgundy. lovely. And again, so this is the Mediterranean kind of border with lots of gravel put in. So we've got, I think that's, I'm not sure if that's a salvia. Is this a salvia? I think it is. Beautiful white one, so lots of salvia still in flower. Penstemon. Let's go wide again. Beautiful blue eucalyptus there. Hebes that finish flowering. But salvias just go on and on and on and on and on. And then we come round to the main herbaceous borders. And look at this sedum. Just look at that. Wow. Fantastic plant. But again, all these salvias are just looking fantastic. This blue one here. Look at that. And the kind of scarlet one there. Just going on to standard. As we look down the main herbaceous borders there. And again, the light coming through that grass. Just the sun hitting that is just fantastic. Looks like it's made of glass almost. And again, just a bit of information on the main borders. Now, I remember the last video that I filmed this summer, I was impressed by this plant here, which is still, as you can see, in full flower. Anaphalis triplinervis summerschnee, everlasting. So it's living up to its name there. That is everlasting. That is fantastic.
But if they're not labelled, how am I supposed to know what they are? One of the women at the course said she came 2 weeks ago.
So, yeah. And again, beautiful purple penstemon here. Lovely. Kind of maroon colour. Oh, look at that. So much still in flower. It's quite unbelievable. Asters again. And again, just look at the light coming through that grass there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now here, this rose looks like, the colour of it, Lady of Shalott, but it's not. It's actually Lady Emma Hamilton, which is also a David Austin rose. And if I can stand out of the shadow, beautiful orange colour. A much stronger scent than Lady of Shalott, but is not as disease resistant and doesn't flower as well. So yeah, I think it's Lady of Shalott for me, if I had to choose. Look at this, is this fennel? Tamarix, oh, it's a Tamarix, okay. Fantastic colour. Again, likes lots of sunlight and quite sandy soils. standard. So we get a better look at the individual plants there. Look at this, absolutely delightful. And the asters, lovely pink aster there, and then the more normal light purple aster. And again, notice lots of Verbena bonariensis all interspersed because it's such a good doer, so good for wildlife, such a good doer for flowering all summer long, well into October, November. And then the kitchen garden, which I think we will skirt round, and you'll see why I'm going to skirt round it in a bit. So if we just want to read about the kitchen garden. And if you've seen some of my other videos, I'm not overly into fruit and veg growing, but when you see displays like that, you can't help but be impressed. And then there's a hedge here of this lovely crabapple, which I'm looking for a label. Crabapple Malus Everest. Yeah, it's the common one, the really good doer with these lovely bright red crabapples. Again, you can make crabapple jelly or just leave them on the trees for the birds to eat during winter. Look at all that. Just look at all that. And just look at that beautiful aster there. Oh, just gonna have to zoom in on that if I can find my button.
Yeah, even though I've done it every week.
So look at that. Absolutely stunning.
I think I'm bottom of one of the leagues. We've got one at work.
Even around here on the shady side, it's just full of fruit. Just look at that. Just look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Crab apples, just absolutely gorgeous. And then we turn around and we see this lovely oriental plain here, yet to colour up. I think it's an oriental plain. I don't see a label on it. So let's have a look in the Alpine house to see what's in flower. Let's have a look at this information. I want to read this. Again, I've shown this before on other videos, so I won't linger too long. Lovely pine there. And again, I think the cacti kind of stay here, so. But I think these are the beds that they change every so often. So we can kind of have a close-in look. So you got some cyclamen at this time of year. Even an early snowdrop, autumn flowering snowdrop there. Yeah, it's one thing I would like to see more of, more cyclamen actually out in the garden this time of year, especially in the woodland area, maybe in the arboretum, give some autumn colour on the undergrowth. Look at this nerine, absolutely fantastic. Autumn flowering crocus there. Zooming on that. And then what we got over here? Oh, I've missed some. Beautiful. Again, more cyclamen. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's come back round here. Look at the sun coming through that there. If I stand back and zoom in, it might be even better. Because I can get a lower angle then. And again, love to see a lot more autumn crocus. Look at that little beautiful, dainty little thing there. What a delightful colour that is. Kind of salmon, orangey pink. Right, let's go into the subtropical garden. Again, there's not going to be a lot of in flower out here at this time. We've got something there, not sure what it is, but something that's nice and orange there. Again, it could be some kind of penstemon, kind of alpine penstemon. And so the rose arch is just about finished. So yeah, subtropical garden, subtropicana garden. Just read that, pause that if you want to read that. Everything's still looking so healthy. A begonia there. Oh yeah, and I've said this before, but it is so hot in here. Banana. Oops, sorry. Again, got a lovely salvia there. Parotia persica up there. I think another salvia there. Dixonia antarctica, tree fern. So, Clematis armandii, I think. Evergreen clematis there, white flowers in kind of April, May time. Oh, I do love these grasses. And again, that's such a strange thing. Can't stop looking at that when I come across it. It's just like a saw. It's like a saw blade. Looks very ancient, very old. Let's just go and have a look over here. Again, more salvia there. We'll look at the colour on that. And we've got, what I think is an evergreen magnolia there. The subtropicana garden is given in memory of Joan Lambert, and her loving husband Bob. Okay. Right, nothing there I'm afraid at the moment because that's wisteria. And nothing here because that's a Daphne. Daphne winter, wisteria spring. But there's still so much in flower, so much colour. Look at this. Strange plant. Can't see a label there. And we got a Russ. Again, just turning, stunning colour. Russ just absolutely does the business when it comes to autumn colour. I think the only problem is it doesn't last too long. You know, you need it in quite a sheltered, sunny space. And then look at the orange contrasting with the blue and the pink there. It's just amazing. And the Mahonia, some autumn colour on the Mahonia there. And again, we've got a fantastic magnolia which will be defoliating. You already see the buds for next year on that. Agapanthus, and then the lovely dahlia down here. And again, this beautiful salvia. Just look at the colour on that. Absolutely stunning. And come to this beautiful oak tree. I never get enough of this beautiful oak tree. And how they've underplanted it so well. And it looks so healthy. So again, I'll just let you have a read of this subtropicana garden. And again, we've got that lovely little outhouse there, perfect place just to sit and have a chill out in the sun, admiring the garden. 5 tree ferns here. Another beautiful Cercis canadensis there. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Then we've got a lovely sitting out area here. It says RHS Harlow Carr. And yet more what I think is salvia down there. Oh, look at that. I haven't noticed that before. Look at the foliage on that, and then the little white flowers at the end with pink edges. Absolutely stunning. That looks like it could be a what's it called now? I'm looking for a label. Can't see a label. Is it Lysimachia? Not sure. But that is absolutely gorgeous. As is that. Just amazing. The tree ferns will be probably another month or so, and they will need wrapping. If you watch my January, I think it was January video up here, you'll see how they were all wrapped up. So we've got this lovely greenhouse here. And again, just so much still in flower. Look at the tomatoes there, wow. Wow. Look at the size of them. Huge beef tomatoes there. Absolutely incredible. They all look so healthy as well. And storage for onions. So let's just walk through here then, just to show these fantastic crabapple hedge. It's not very often you see a crabapple hedge. That is really quite incredible. And you'll notice the sculpture as well has been chopped back. This sculptural arch here. That is, could be a thumbnail, that. And the herb beds. And please pause if you want to read that. Look at the seed heads here. Again, all the birds will love that. Agapanthus. Let's go walk through the herb bed. Just look at the apples there. Just look at all those. Make enough crabapple jelly to keep you going all year, several years.
Yeah.
It's a bit about rhubarb here. Yorkshire is a prime centre for growing rhubarb. Little crab apples there. That looks like it might be a variety called Golden Hornet. So, what time are we on? Okay. I'm going to go and have a look over here. Look at this blue. Just look at that. Isn't that just the most incredible blue you've ever seen in a flower? And again, look at this here. Look at that sun coming through there. just like glass. Just like glass. Beautiful. Beautiful. Calamint and Nepeta, lesser calamint or salamint. Calamint, is it? It's absolutely beautiful. And still flowering its little head off, as is this lovely little cushion aster. Beautiful. With that Parotia persica behind, Persian ironwood. And then look at that beautiful grass there. It's like, it really is like glass. Sunlight coming through that is just like glass. Just amazing. Again, there's the everlasting. Right, let's walk back up. Do I want to go on standard? Not sure.
Yeah. In fact, you can see the top of the gate post right now.
How about going down that way? We can sort of go back. We can go down there and then go back that way.
As you wish.
Oh, got the Red Admiral there again. Late summer into autumn is the time for Red Admirals here. Yeah, I'm loving that lovely penstemon. Pension Plum Jerkum. So it's, yeah, certainly a plum coloured penstemon there. Prunus Taihaku Great White Cherry. That's quite a young one, so that will look I mean, it already looks stunning, especially in spring, but another 10 years that will really look absolutely beautiful. Oh right, yes, I haven't, just where the seat is there. Let's just have a look. Oh, we've got a Judas tree here, so let's have a look, see if it smells of Circe's Silicascum. Yep, you can smell the burnt sugar. Beautiful. And the sun just coming off the pond there. Again, the blue of that is just outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Wow. Osmanthus, okay, yeah. Osmanthus with its white flowers there. Lots and lots of seed heads. Again, these candelabra primulas. Lots of seed heads will be left over winter and chopped back in spring for the new growth to come through. Right, I think this is my third and final video today, so I think I've shown you pretty much as much of the gardens as possible. Anything that I've left out, there is no autumn colour yet, like right up in the woodlands there. I have to come back maybe early November to catch that, and as I've said in other videos, probably not going to come back here now for another year or so. You know, I'll never say never, but probably won't be coming back because there's so many other gardens and historic places I want to film over the coming months and into next year. So I've covered all 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer and autumn. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed looking at the beautiful RHS Harlow Carr Gardens up here just on the edge of Harrogate in North Yorkshire. So again, please like, share, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you on the next one. So bye for now.